Hello, everybody. So, a week or two ago, I had a poll. Should I see Godzilla King of the Monsters or should I see Brightburn? And Godzilla won by a large margin, but I went to see Brightburn. And I should have gone to see Godzilla because Brightburn sucked, and that movie was pretty awesome. Would I call it a good movie? I don't know, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think that would be a really good movie to watch with your friends when you're like not in the theater and you can like cheer and yell and be like Godzilla and just stuff like that. I think it would be a really good movie for that. But it was a lot better than Brightburn. Honestly, I had very low expectations. I mean, the trailer looked good, but the last two Godzilla movies have been awful. I can't even like remember anything about them. I just remember like them pretending Bryan Cranston was the main character and then killing him off, and like just a disappointment where like Godzilla was in the movie for like 5 minutes. And it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if any of you have seen the Godzilla video game, Angry Video Game Nerd Godzilla episode where he was trying to find a Godzilla game, and all of them were just like Einstein projects. They all had like, they were strategic, like there was a strategy game, there was like an RPG one, there's one that looked like Bubble Bobble, there's like this weird tactical fighting game. He's like, why can't I just have a Godzilla game where it's just monsters beating each other up? And that's kind of how I felt about the Godzilla movies. I'm like, why can't we just have a Godzilla movie where it's monsters beating the crap out of each other? And they granted my wish. We finally got a Godzilla movie that was mostly composed of giant monsters beating the crap out of each other. So that's a good thing, and I was happy I was happy they finally delivered. You'd think it would be something relatively easy to deliver on, but I don't know, they had a problem with it for a while, but yeah, so Godzilla King of the Monsters, what can be said about the movie? So, I don't really know much about Godzilla. Some of my best friends are really big Godzilla fans. I don't think I've ever actually watched any of the Japanese ones. I've tried watching them a couple times and I just couldn't get through more like 20 minutes without severe boredom setting in. So what happens in this one is you have Tywin Lannister, who, after losing Westeros to the dragons, decided he was going to find titans of his own. He was going to find something that could put the Targaryens down. And he said, what better to beat the dragon with the dragon with 3 heads than a 3-headed dragon? So Tywin Lannister went to Antarctica. He woke the dragon up. He woke up King Ghidorah. It's a 3-headed dragon. It's like, Danny, you think you're cool for having 3 dragons with 1 heads each? I have 1 dragon with 3 heads. Okay, but seriously, what happened? They create this thing called Orca. No, not the VTOL attack helicopter from Command & Conquer. But it's like this sonar system, so they like combine Godzilla with a human voice, and it like controls monsters or something. It calms them down or it controls them. I don't really get why it would, but they get passive whenever they activate the Orca. So Charles Dance, in what probably is the role that he should fire his agent over, recruits some doctor. I think she was in the previous movie. I don't know. I know she was in Ghostbusters. So I guess this is a step up, but she's like, humanity is a disease that has to be purged, and the Titans are the planet's immune system. So we're gonna wake up the Titans like in Hercules, the animated movie, and things are just gonna work out. The radiation that they give off restores life. And it's like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but apparently the radiation Godzilla gives off makes things grow. I don't know. Although they kind of had that in the original, like the 1998 one, where like they have the Chernobyl and the giant worms. So I guess you could say that they kind of had that. That was kind of like maybe a throwback to that. I don't know. Anyways, so she's like, they're gonna destroy humanity. We're gonna destroy the world to save it. And I'm like, so you're gonna send Godzilla to like blow up all the coal plants in China? She's like, no, we're gonna blow up the whole world with radiation, and somehow that's gonna work out. And I don't know how they thought that was gonna work out. But so you have Godzilla, and they wake up Ghidorah, and Godzilla and Ghidorah have a face-off, and Godzilla and him just like are fighting. And then they both go away, and then they have another fight. And when they have the other fight, they shoot Ghidorah with an oxygen destroyer. I'm like, what the hell is an oxygen destroyer? Is that like a fuel air bomb? Is that like a vacuum bomb? What the hell is it? It was green. I'm like, what's wrong with nuclear weapons? Why can't you just use nuclear weapons or fuel air bombs or thermobaric warheads or vacuum bombs? Why do you have to invent, like, what the hell is an oxygen destroyer? Like, does it destroy oxygen? Just get a Zara Bomba and shoot that at the bitch. Why do you have to use this, like, weird, outlandish technology? So they use it, and it doesn't kill King Ghidorah, but it kills Godzilla. Because Ghidorah is an alien. And because he's an alien, things that kill things on this planet can't kill him. Okay? So they're like, okay, so the only way we can beat him is we need Godzilla to come back. So then the Mothra's in this movie, so she shows up and she shows them where to find Godzilla. So they get to Godzilla, and then Ken Watanabe is like, okay, Tom Cruise isn't here, but I still got to charge that Gatling gun. And it's like, but there's no Gatling gun. He's like, yes, but give me the nuclear warhead. I will detonate it, and I will restore Godzilla. I will enter Valhalla, and I will destroy the king of the... I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways. So he goes... So it turns out Godzilla is in, like, Atlantis. And like there's these the earth is hollow, so like David Icke was right. So the hollow earth, they go in like a submarine and they get sucked through the earth to Atlantis, and Godzilla's there, and there's like, it's like his fortress of solitude, and there's like a Kryptonian sun there that regenerates Godzilla, and they're like, he's not gonna regenerate fast enough. So we gotta set up a nuke, and that'll totally restore him. So Ken Watanabe goes Last Samurai, and he sets off the nuke, and then Godzilla comes back and better than ever. And he's angry. Godzilla is gonna go, and he's gonna kick monster ass. So they're like, we're gonna help Godzilla out against Ghidorah. So they bring in like, apparently the US Air Force is like 10 planes, and they fire missiles, and the missiles do absolutely nothing. They're like, look guys, there's nothing we can do. It is what it is, but I digress. So they do absolutely nothing like to help out, because like the bitch who used the weapon to try to like wake up Ghidorah to bring about the end of humanity is like, my daughter's there. So they get like hundreds of soldiers killed in like a stupid rescue mission to save their bitchy daughter. So she was using like the Orca to try to get like Ghidorah and Godzilla to go there, I think. And so they start fighting, and humanity like tries to help out Godzilla, but then it doesn't help. So then Godzilla gets his ass kicked, but Rodan shows up, and Mothra beats Rodan, and then Ghidorah beats Godzilla, but then Godzilla gets shot by Ghidorah's lightning, but Mothra gets hit by the lightning, and Mothra might have died. I couldn't really tell. And Mothra becomes energy, and then it's like in Highlander, and the source goes into Godzilla. Godzilla wins the prize because he's fighting the Kurgan, and he's the second last one. He's the second last. So they're fighting over the prize. So look at that hate there. Look at that like emblem of Golden Dawn. So they're fighting over the prize, and like the bitch who caused this whole thing, she goes and she gets the source, and it pulls Ghidorah away, and then Godzilla like explodes for some reason. It's like a nuclear winter and blows up Ghidorah. And then there's like this fake out scene. There's like one of Ghidorah's heads, and it's actually not. It's in Godzilla's mouth, and Godzilla like blows up the head. And then all the monsters show up and they bow before Godzilla because they know that he is the one. There can only be one king of the monsters, and that's Godzilla, and he has claimed the prize. And he is the king. So it's kind of like, I guess you could say the movie's kind of like a cross between Highlander and Army of Darkness, because the monsters were the Army of Darkness when Ghidorah was in power, but because the one true king solved the riddle of steel, Godzilla was able to restore the balance to the Force and become the true king of the monsters and save children everywhere. So that is what happened with the movie, and this is what happens when I do a review when I'm going through a manic phase. So yeah, if people like it, next time I'm going through a manic phase, I'll try to do another movie review. And that is what happens in Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's the best Highlander movie of all time. Anyways, guys, this is Argent. We must ascend.